Hey friends, how are you today? Today we're going to review our expanded core, and today we're going to learn how to make fresh corn tortillas. Tortillas en el comal. Fresh corn tortillas on the stove. However, please do not do fresh tortillas on the stove if you don't have an adult with you. Your mom, your dad, your cousin, I don't know, an aunt, anyone that can manage a stove and it's safe, make sure they're present so they can support and help you. But please do not use the stove if you don't have an adult with you, okay? I'm going to show you some steps on how to make fresh corn tortillas so you can practice. You ready? And guess what? I keep my own 50 pound masa mix in my garage. So this is what you're going to be doing. So you're going to use like 2 cups of, I'm using my Peppa Pig cup from my daughter's party, and you can use that. I usually like to do 3 cups or 4 cups of these party cups. Okay, so in the background you'll probably hear some sizzling. I'm cooking dinner, and so I'm getting dinner ready. But anyway, you could also buy this masa mix, and so what you will need to add, oh, there it is. Just water to this. This is another brand I buy. But anyway, I'm sure if mom has anything laying around that says masa, that should work. This one says maseca. Okay? So I have it ready on my pan here. What you'll need is to bring a cup, some sort of a container that has water. And what you'll do is you're just gonna kind of pour some in there, and it has to work. It has to be you have to mix it all together, and we have to work at it as we go. You mix it, and as you can see, it's not all stuck together. Do you see how runny it still looks? So that means it needs more water. And the water doesn't have to be hot. It could be lukewarm or cold. I personally like the lukewarm. And then I add more water, and I want to mix, use my fingers, press. There shouldn't be any like sticky circles or balls in there. And as you can see, it's still not sticking together. And my goal is for all of this to come together. So I'm going to have to add more water and continue to mix using my hand. So I'm placing my hand inside and turning it, but also turning, I don't know if you can see, I'm turning my bowl as well. And I'm pressing down with my hands, using all fingers, pressing down. If you have jewelry, take it off, please, because then it will get into your earrings in there. And it's getting there. Do you see that? Oh, it's working. We need more water in here. So I'm going to do that and continue doing this until it all comes together, and it should look like this at the end. It is all together, a big ball of masa mix, and it's ready. Are you ready to make some fresh tortillas? Here we go. Okay, so next I have what I call una prensa. So this machine here, or this tool, is what is used to make or press our tortillas, our masa mix, to put in here. So our corn masa, I'll show you. And then, oh, what's another thing? You're gonna have to use a sack or a sack bag, one of those vegetable baggies that we use in the grocery store to put our vegetables in. This is what I used. I basically cut it along the sides and just made my own, so this way it doesn't stick. This bag will allow my tortilla mix not to stick when I'm ready to make my tortillas. Also, you're gonna want a bowl of water because your hands will get sticky. So you wanna make sure you have access to that. And I personally like to use my stove at a high temperature. You always wanna make sure it's at a high temperature. And a lot of people use what we call comales. And as you can see, mine is very worn out. Or you can use a pan. Some people use pans. Right now I'm making dinner, like I said, but I could use a pan by itself like that and just put the tortillas in it without any oils or anything, of course. Just plain, okay? So let's get going. Okay, so what you will want to do is grab a little bit of that water and kind of wet your hands so they're not too sticky, or the masa doesn't get too sticky when you grab. And kind of grab a handful, make it into a ball, a circle, and you kind of press on the palm of your hand like this. And you want to make a circle basically. And what you do, you put it on your prensa to press your tortilla. And so what you will do is you'll close it down like this. And the handle is so you could press down. So you will press down slightly, not too much. Lift, open it up, and look, it's in here. So what I'll do is I'll uncover I'll uncover it and then place my left hand on that tortilla and then pull my sack bag off. Pull off. And sometimes you'll have your tortilla chipped or ripped, not chipped, sorry. It kind of ripped, but because it's like Play-Doh, you can just patch it. So mine ripped a little, so I just patched it and I grab it with my right hand and I'm very careful when I lay it down because the palm of my hand should never touch the stove because as you know, you can burn yourself. So anyway, what you'll do is you'll quickly lay it down on the stove or on the comal is what I call it. And you just let it sit there until it's ready. A lot of times we use a fork or a spoon to flip our tortilla, but for this occasion, I would love for mom and dad to be with you so that, I bet they probably know how, so that they can help you turn your tortilla the first time around. So don't forget, mom and dad need to be present when you do this. Okay, so I'm gonna use a fork so I can show you how you need to turn it. So you put your fork under your tortilla, you lift it up a little, you use your other opposite hand, and then flip it. Sorry about that, I got a call. Okay, so what you'll do is, we're gonna let it, what did we let it sit? For about 30 seconds or so. But you will see that the tortilla is ready to be turned. So what you'll do is you put your fork underneath, use your opposite hand to flip it, and you just let it, sometimes the tortillas rise. You can press on it to see if it rises. You could press on it with your fork to see if it rises a little bit. And this one tried to rise just a little bit. There has to be a perfect time where you flip your tortilla in order for it to rise. So today it just it rose a little bit and that was it. So anyway, I'm gonna take it out and there is your fresh tortilla. My kids love having it with limon or lime and then salt, and then they'll just eat it like that. Octavio, my son, loves to put beans in it with cheese and then he'll make a taco like that. So anyway, that's how you make some tortillas, fresh tortillas. Please pause and rewind as needed. Do not use the stove if an adult is not present. Please do not use the stove. You should not be trying this on your own. Mom or dad have to be present, or an adult has to be present so they could help guide you through the steps and help you with the burning stove, because it could get hot and it could hurt you We do not want anyone to get hurt, so please have an adult with you when you try making some fresh tortillas. Let me know how it goes. Have a good one. Bye.